Hello, world. It's the Just Noise with King Drake, Doc Breezy, the Juice Man, and TB the Po Man. Don't forget to check us out every Friday night, 8 p.m. Anchor, FM, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. Also hit us up on all the socials, and we're on Facebook,
Yes, sir.
Instagram, Clubhouse, Twitter, Linktree. We're probably in your mama's diary if you really look long enough.
I
But
was just
anyway,
about, hey, Doc, you read my mind. I was just about to say we might be in your mama bedroom, but you said
man, we
that.
might be in your mama's bedroom, man. but we
If
everywhere,
I'm
man.
if I'm in there, we ain't doing no talking
Whoa,
about no sports.
whoa.
Yes, yes, audience, the world. Yeah, yes, we get into other topics too at
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
No,
baby.
no,
Yeah.
we kid. Don't report us and all that stuff, and have our
He
videos and
kidding. I ain't kidding.
all that good stuff stripped down. But now we just like to clown around, man, and it's all for you, the fans. We want to
Just
show
like
y'all big
clown around,
love
man,
first and
and it's all for
foremost.
you.
You know, we want to show y'all big love first and foremost, man. We enjoy putting together the podcast and the text threads and all that good stuff because we want to talk to y'all. I mean, we got good camaraderie and we just want to talk to y'all. But anyways, at any rate, before we get into the conference championship show, we got San Francisco and Los Angeles in the NFC championship, and we got Cincinnati going ahead in Kansas City in the AFC championship. We do want to take a minute to show some major love to one of the best basketball players in NBA history, the late great Kobe Bean Bryant. To me, I'm gonna go ahead and wear this jacket. I was a Kobe hater. I did gain his respect in 2011 when the world was waiting for the Kobe versus LeBron finals, and Kobe looked directly into the camera about mid-season and said, "The Dallas Mavericks are the best team in basketball," and he warned us that they was probably going to win it. And he was able to look a few years down the road. He gave a pretty good explanation and went into detail. He did have a show, Kobe Bryant Detail, on ESPN, one of the ESPN networks, and he pretty much told us why the series was going to be very short between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. So when I heard him break down the game in such a fluid and just simple way, it let me know that not only was he a tremendous athlete, he was very acute, he was keen eye, probably one of the greatest IQs we've seen in basketball. So we just do want to take a minute and let everybody get a chance to just show some love to the Mamba, Kobe Bryant.
Mamba. One of the greatest players, like you said, man, to play the game, man. And I too was a Kobe hater. But the one thing I didn't hate about Kobe was his game. The one thing I respected about him was that when he stepped on the court, man, you better be ready. Because if you wasn't ready, he was gonna wake you up and get you ready, or you was gonna get out of there. But he was gonna bring it to you nonstop, man. I respect his competitive nature, and I love that about him. And the game is definitely missing it, and it's a travesty that he had to leave us like that, man. And
Tragic. True.
it's very tragic, man. But one of the best players to play the game, man. My respects to him.
I second that notion, man. I think one of the best qualities that Kobe possessed was that his work ethic. I mean, he wanted to be perfect at his game, and he always brought it every night. There was no such thing as load management. uh,
Heck no.
that's the thing I respect about him is that he brought it every night, and I miss seeing him play, even though I rooted against him. But yeah, rest in peace to the Mamba.
Yeah. Like the Juice Man said, Kobe Bean Bryant, man, we miss him. We love him dearly. Him and his daughter was taken away from us. Not just him and his daughter, but those other people that was on that flight as well. They
Mhm.
were all taken away from us too soon. But yeah, the competitor in Kobe, man, it was, you know, I guess like no other. Like I wasn't Kobe hater. I respected his game, and to me, he was what the second best guard of all time. And I just remember like some funny little stories hearing from when his teammates didn't perform in the game like he thought they should have. The next day in practice, he took his tennis shoes off each and every one of those players And he didn't come to practice hard. Like got in a fight with the Mamba. You know, he was that type of competitor, man.
Right.
But yeah, R.I.P. the Mamba, man. That mentality, that type of player will never be seen again. And we just love him and we miss him dearly.
Yeah, that boy say you ain't gonna play that trash in his shoes.
No.
Right. Let me get those.
Real talk. Yeah,
Yeah, me,
come on.
myself, and I've been a Laker fan, spending countless days, countless nights, all the way from youth, watching my favorite basketball team. I used to think Magic was the standard, the greatest, him and Cap, and then number 23, he kind of moved that bar, uh, but it was still Cap. But I was like, who is this kid? And me and him being the same age, both high school class of '96, it was like, man, you playing behind Eddie and Nick, and then when all that got moved out, it just took off, and I've never seen another scorer. Uh, whether I'm watching old film from people, uh, just all around basketball player like Kobe Bean Bryant. And yes, some say one of the greatest. Uh, Kobe very well is the greatest. Uh, you know, I'm not just saying that because I'm a Laker fan, and like I said, spent countless days and nights. But Kobe was that dude. It wasn't no I'm gonna go join with you and we're gonna form this super team. You know, I'm not throwing shade on today's game, but Kobe he grew up in that generation that we grew up in. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna bust y'all up. Period.
True. True.
And that's what I respected about Kobe, the killer instinct, the killer mentality. Uh, I got my foot on your throat, and I'm just gonna press harder. I'm just
That's
gonna
it.
take the life out of you if need be on this basketball court, and that's what he did, and that's what that's just what type of player he was, and
Right.
that's my memory of Kobe. Watching him, us both growing up from teenagers, making it in the world, and to adults, to both having daughters, you know.
Understood. 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 Only fitting that Breezy wraps up our Will Just Noise tribute to Kobe Bryant. It's only fitting. It's only fitting. So definitely want to show out the love to Kobe, and as TB stated, also the rest of the people that lost their life tragically a little bit over 2 years ago today. But moving on, yeah, here we are. So we're down to the Final Four in the National Football League. Last weekend was definitely some of the best
Mm.
football I've seen in a long time. And during the threads, it's like I'm constantly trying to make these guys think I'm the smartest guy in the room. Hey, the spread, the spread, the spread. But it was just crazy that every game ended in the last seconds, literally. But if you look at the spreads and all that good stuff before the game started, every game was predicted to be close. San Francisco proved me wrong, man. I don't know what that was, but San Francisco went to Lambeau Field, got it done in the
Defense, baby.
snow. Yeah,
Touchdown 49ers.
they got it done in the snow and in the cheese and all that good stuff. And they went out there and they made that thing happen.
Y'all want to hear a little bit of Frank Sinatra? I left my
Yeah.
heart in San Francisco,
So
high up on a hill. It
right,
calls to me. Shit, y'all know me. I'll make it do what it do.
right. So they were able to go up there and do their thing. Big up to the 49ers. Cincinnati was able to go to the Music City and take care of Tennessee. The GOAT man, TB12, he was that close, but if was a fifth, you know that old saying. But he definitely showed why.
Oh, you
I would
mean
like
the
to
one
see
about if
Brady.
If it
Yeah,
helps for butts and nuts, we'll all
yeah.
have a merry little Christmas.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, he was close, man, and he definitely showed why. Woo! I'm a big
Yeah.
Montana. I'm a big believer Montana's the best to ever do it. But man, after what I saw, man, look, I would love to see personally Tom Brady come back one more time, just
You got
because
to
of
give
simple fact.
credit. You got to give credit to the Rams offense for those 4 fumbles.
You do. You got to give Rams. I got to give Rams their credit. It looked like Cam Akers was trying to get that thing away, but I personally would like to see Brady just
Hey
just
man,
one more time,
I don't
Brady.
want to see him come
Just one
back,
more
man.
time. After I saw
No,
that Sunday, I
no,
was like, bro, you got to
no.
come bless. You
Let
got
him
to
sit
come
his,
bless us one more
let him
time.
sit his old ass down, man. It's somebody's time for go on, sit down somewhere.
Look
Right.
at all them old
We don't have
quarterbacks
nothing
in
else
the
to play for,
playoffs
bro.
this year. All
Hey,
of
but
And
them.
then
I want to throw this out here real quick. The crazy part about this whole NFL playoff picture was all the home teams lost, except for who?
Kansas City.
Man, who cares?
Kansas
Man, look at
City.
him, man.
Except
You know,
for
you made a good point about Brady sit his old behind
You
down.
need to sit down,
And you
man.
should have kept trending on that. Aaron Rodgers, you know,
Hey,
I'm
I want
glad.
the 49ers defense
Well,
anyway.
I know Juice not glad, but you
TV
know,
not happy either.
first we saw Big Ben bow out. You know,
Hey,
Matt Ryan didn't even make the
they left me
playoffs.
500.
TB
yeah,
Tom TB12 got on out of there.
The boys left me
And now
5 to Green Bay.
man, all them old heads
Yep,
out of there,
left me
man.
5
It's
to
time
5.
for
It's
some
time
new
for him to
blood.
sit down, man.
These
What is
new
he
young
playing for?
guns
Man?
out here in the NFL. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, get him on up out of here.
right. I want to.
We got any
I
old
want.
heads left.
No, it ain't no old heads left. I want to see him just. Well, I guess Stafford is the senior statesman
No,
of
Matt
the group.
Ryan.
Are we doing the
Matt
Rams
Ryan.
49er game first? Because Stafford gonna be the next one.
Right. But I would like to see Tom just one more shot, just because after what he was able to do.
Hey, no
But
need. Hey, no need
let-
seeing it, man.
We've seen enough of that the past since what 02?
Hey, stop being so disrespectful,
We
Drake.
got enough of it.
What else is there? What is there left for him to do, bro?
Yeah,
He
Just
got all the damn
King
records.
Drake, they ain't had a
Hey man,
season this year. You being disrespectful to the GOAT, man.
Man.
well, I guess
hey,
he
They had
do
a
give.
sensational season.
hey, he had a
Like
goal.
Doc, I like to see
He had
that
a
more
goal.
year.
His goal is to
I
play
guess he
till he's
give hope to us
45.
older people.
It's time for the GOAT to sit his ass down.
Yeah,
Sit
That boy
down
Drake
somewhere before you end up
disrespectful, boy.
with an injury that's gonna have
he
him out.
disrespectful, man. He cursed the man's name and everything else, man.
That
This
boy
is
so disrespectful.
did you see the
Hey, you would
disrespect,
think.
man?
You
what
would,
Brady
hey,
did for the game.
hey, you would think he would feel different. You would think he'd feel differently because he's a Michigan man. He's a Michigan guy.
Oh,
Hey,
that's right. Tom Brady
look,
is
bro.
Michigan.
He damn near 50 years old, bro.
Drake, don't make Brady
Hey,
put
man,
that
go enjoy your
that
family.
Birdman on you. Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on my name.
You're all right. I'm sorry. My bad.
Put some
You
respect
still
on
need to go on somewhere, man.
put some respect on that man's name.
Let's go.
But yeah,
Let's get into it, man. What's up? What you got for
that
us,
Kansas
guys?
City Buffalo game, that was a barn
A
burner.
shootout, just like I said it was gonna be. Guns
Yeah.
up.
Yeah,
No, but here we are nonetheless. We got Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and all those weapons that he has on the outside. They're going into Kansas City, and it's looking like you might need 50 points to get up out of Arrowhead, and that might not be enough. What do y'all think is going to happen in the game, man?
I hope they brought an offensive line.
Any, meeny, miny, mo. Which one of y'all want to go?
Right.
Don't nobody want to go? I'll go. All right, I'm gonna roll the dice like this to say it looks like the Cincinnati Bengals will not be going to the Super Bowl. There ain't no way in hell you gonna give up 9 sacks in a game and think you're going to the damn Super Bowl. It ain't gonna happen.
Man,
I
come
don't think
on,
they got enough
man.
firepower. Listen,
Elaborate on this.
listen, bro. That was a lot. They gave up a lot of sacks, dog. A lot. It was
They
pretty
did.
much
Yeah,
like
I told
they
you.
lined up without an offensive
I
line.
told
You had a
you that
center
shit.
and a quarterback, and was like, down said, All right, anybody can sack me
But
because
Tennessee
I'm here
got
for
a
the
better
sack.
defense than Cincinnati.
Ain't no. Listen, I don't think they got enough firepower.
I mean,
to match
Tennessee
Kansas
got a
City.
better defense than Kansas City. Sorry about that. Excuse me.
I'm not. Yeah, I believe that, but I just don't think they have enough firepower, man. The Cincinnati Bengals the Cincinnati Bengals offensive line to get them in way more trouble than the defense can get them out of. They gave up nine sacks.
That's a
Well, let's
lot.
see the
But giving
turn
up
of
9
Jim
sacks,
Everett
they
out
were
there and
supposed
start
to
seeing
lose the
goals.
game. They can't give up 9 sacks to Kansas City and think they're gonna win the game.
No, I don't see that either.
That ain't happening.
Well,
Yeah, they can't give up 5
I ain't
sacks.
think they're gonna give up 9 sacks, but they're gonna give up some sacks.
Stranger things have happened.
They have. Like I said, 0-0-0 on the clock. We was on the phone watching the game. I said it.
So what you got as far as score?
I'm gonna go and shoot out again, man. I'm probably gonna stick to like 38-35 again.
Now you know the Bengals beat them week 17.
That's cool. This
34-31.
What week we in right now?
I don't know. The way this looking.
Yeah, it's a whole nother week right now. And the crazy part about this is, Green, with me picking Kansas City, you know what we said. Kansas City ain't going back to the Super Bowl, nephew. That's what we said.
Well, you got to stick to your guns and pick the Bengals.
I can't do it, bro. I can't pick a team right at this point. I can't pick a team that gave up 9 sacks right now. They have not. They didn't show me anything in the game that says
I'm gonna shock
they won't give up 9 sacks again.
I'm gonna shock the world, man.
I know.
Who you got, Juice? So I gotta let Juice go first. So I know who to pick.
Well, I think KC has too many weapons.
Yeah.
And they're just simply Bengals. They're a nice story. You know, their future is bright with Burrow and Chase. But however, KC, they're going to be at home, and I think they'll find a pass rush and expose Cincinnati's suspect offensive line.
Suspect.
It'll be another shootout, but
putrid.
That's what I'm saying. Cincinnati. Okay, putrid, whatever.
Terrible.
Yeah, so I think KC will. So they'll be at home. You know, Arrowhead is a very hard place to win a game. So it's going to be too much Mahomes, a balanced run attack. It's going to spoil the Bengals special run for this year. So I got KC winning 43-35.
Oof. Dang. What's the over and under?
That's believable. That Kansas City defense got torched.
43, huh?
Yeah. They give up a lot of yards too.
Hell, I might have to change my score.
Yeah.
Hey.
How about you, TB?
What's the weather looking like?
Juice man got Kansas City.
Yeah, Juice got Kansas City. I got Kansas City.
Well, I believe some of the same is going to happen as last week with the Buffalo game. I believe it's going to be a shootout. Joe Burrow coming in hot. This kid can chunk it all over the yard, man. He got Jamar Chase, rookie, with over 1,400 yards receiving, 15-plus touchdowns. So this guy be sensational as well. I think Tyrann Mathieu will be back after he got the concussion last week with Kansas City, so that ought to help a little bit in the secondary. But after giving up 9 sacks, what will they be drafting in the first round? What will they be drafting in the first round for Joe Burrow? It better be a tackle or a guard. They might get 2 of them after giving up 9 sacks.
Can you draft the whole offensive line?
Yeah, they might.
They need to draft.
Can you draft all 5 positions in the first round?
Seriously, they need to.
Yeah, watch out for Kansas City got a few pass rushers, Chris Jones, Frank Clark, and Melvin Ingram has really gave them a pop on the other side of Frank Clark. So if Tennessee can get 9 sacks, I'm looking for Kansas City to at least get 3 to 4. And I got the final score being 33-29. It's going to be, a shootout, but I think Mahomes at the end with Mr. Tyreek Hill, Deuce, Chunk the Deuce. I think they just gonna be too much at the end, and with Travis Kelsey, and I got the Chiefs, like I said, 33-29. Good ball game, good shootout. But Kansas City's defense, they make one or two more plays. It may not even be defense that make one or two more plays. It may be just the offensive line with a holding call. Like it's gonna be that tight for this game. But I got Kansas City pulling it off.
What's
Dang,
up with you, Greasy?
man,
So
you
come
know,
on with it,
like
Greasy. I know you got this Cincinnati Super Bowl. Go on, step out on the limb and come with this San Francisco Cincinnati
we're
Super
gonna
Bowl.
be back, and
Pull up that history.
no, actually, these teams have never met in the playoffs. Oh, this is gonna be the first meeting. And I don't know what Cincinnati did in week 17 as Kansas City was trying to get that number one seed, but man, I'm gonna have to stick to my guns, man. There's one thing about me. I don't go back on nothing, man. I don't go back on nothing. I don't care if Stan Kroenke was playing quarterback for the Bengals. I'm gonna have to ride with Cincinnati, man. I just got to do it. I told nephew Kansas City not going back, and I said that when Temple dusted them off uh, in that last Super Bowl, and
Yeah.
I I'm just gonna have to take. I know what it is. It's gonna be an
I
uphill
know what it
challenge,
is too, god dang it.
and Joe hasn't turned the ball over in these playoffs, and I think Burrow gonna go in there and get that done, man. He gonna go in there and get that done.
Las
I'm,
Vegas
I'm
will
going. I'm
be
going with Cincinnati 31, KC 28. It's going to be a nice affair out there. It's going to be another field goal because Cincinnati, they won the first one on the interception, last one field goal. I think they're going to get this one. It's going to be 31-21 at some point. Kansas City going to draw close. Cincinnati get the ball back, and they're going to go and milk the clock out. It's going to be ball game out there.
Right. Good observation, everybody. Good observation, good analysis all the way around, everybody. Um, I ain't gonna get into my analysis. It's just too much. Well, we scrap the time as it is. I think, like I said, I think you're gonna need 50 points to get up out of Arrowhead, and that might not be
Is that
enough.
by both teams or one?
Well, Cincinnati might need 50 to get up out of Arrowhead, and that might be enough. That might not be enough.
Might
Kansas City
not
just
do it.
Kansas City just got too much. I'm gonna go Kansas City 45, Cincinnati 35.
Hey.
I'm gonna get Cincinnati to win by 10, put it away, late Tyreek Hill touchdown, but Burrow and Chase will definitely cause some problems for Spags and that blitzing defense.
They
But I'm
gonna
gonna
put
go
on a
Kansas
show.
City. I'm gonna go a lot of points. Kansas City 45-35. Moving on to the NFC Championship out of SoFi, Los Angeles, California, which is the home of this year's Super Bowl. We got the underdog, physical, smash mouth, pounding, Alex Gibbs, wide zone, Shanahan, bootleg, play action, San Francisco 49ers. They're taking on Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Matthew Stafford, Cam Akers, all those boys. Cooper Cup. Well, I hope somebody knocked the beard off Cooper Cup. Just catch him one good time. I just want somebody just to catch him one good time. But nonetheless,
Boy, you ain't no good. Huh? You ain't no good.
I just want the
Beard
camera
off.
just I just want the camera just to go blank. They hit Cooper Cup so hard, but they made it to the NFC Championship, and they're going up against a divisional opponent. San Francisco's beat them 6 times in a row. Can they make it 7? This one is with all the marbles on the line. Cowboys fans can attest that the 49ers fans, they travel like the pack of rats. And with that being SoFi being right up the street, the Los Angeles Rams press was already putting it out. If you lived outside the Los Angeles County area and they found out that you got those tickets, they was refunding you your money without warning, and you would not be sold that ticket. I think they went back and changed it, but they're expecting a lot of 49er fans there to basically turn that into a 49ers
I got a
Home,
question, Doc.
home game, if that makes sense.
Doc, I got a question. Do these idiots not realize? I'm pretty sure people in San Francisco got relatives in LA. Hello,
That-
I know I did. I
I-
mean, how stupid can they be?
they tried. I know they tried. I mean,
That's why the Raiders should have been in LA because don't nobody want to see the Rams. They don't even give a damn how much they winning. Don't nobody want
right,
to see that. That's a
right,
Raider town.
right,
Chargers should have went to Vegas. Raiders should have went to LA. The Rams,
right,
I should
right.
move back out there to the OC.
Right, but it's a lot of them, and they expecting it. This is gonna be a real physical game, man. This is gonna be a real physical game, man. What's the observation? What's the temperature of the game, fellas?
Y'all want me to kick it off? I'm gonna get mine out the way. Look at here. I'm gonna go and get this out the way, man. I remember back in 1989 very vividly. Old Jim Everett and the Rams ran in the candlestick. Oh, the Rams, this and that. They ain't have a shot in hell. That final score was 30-3. And I mean, if Ram fans don't remember that, and by the way, man, the 49ers, they pretty much, me and you, Doc, we spoke off air, was watching that 49er Ram game, and you was like, oh, the Rams had the 49ers in the chokehold. And I said, man,
They
you know,
did.
got the boys' number. Before you knew it, every other time, Greasy, they coming back. I said, yeah, I know.
I couldn't believe it.
But we ain't even worried about that this time. I think 49ers going to go on, take care of their business, get back to the bowl. And Kyle going to match his dad, and he going to get him a ring. Oh, no, I spoke that into existence too far. He going to get back to the Super Bowl again, I think. And I like the Niners in this one. I like the Niners in this one. 27-13.
Okay.
Because they left a lot of opportunities out on the field against Green Bay. They should have blown the doors off of them. But I'm going to hold it down.
All right, I got one question for you, though, Greasy. That's a lot of points from a quarterback that we can't trust.
Look at here.
You know where these points coming from?
But I want to put something on y'all brain. I'm glad he said that. If what's behind him is so much better, why hasn't he lost his job? Why hasn't Garoppolo lost his job our way?
I mean, you go.
It's something that these coaches know.
I didn't ask you about what's behind.
Wait. No, I'm just saying.
Where you see
it's something these coaches know about Trey Lance that we don't know. Because if Lance is so much better, why hasn't Garoppolo lost his job? But anyway, Dre, I'm gonna let you go.
Don't talk about Greasy. Don't take nothing up off of it. Get on it.
That's a lot of points, though. Listen, y'all know I've been saying it from jump. I'm riding with the 49ers because I like their defense. I'm suspect of Jimmy G. The dude is just something.
Man, just go and pick the Rams and get it over with.
You know damn I ain't picking no Rams. That is not about to happen on this show. 49ers strong, defense gonna win the game for them. They're gonna have to fight though. But the question is Garoppolo gonna make it harder for them? That's the question that's there. Is he gonna make it harder for them? How many 3-and-outs are they gonna have? How many 3-and-outs are they gonna have? How many interceptions is he gonna throw? Is he gonna throw an interception at the wrong time? We saw him do that twice. Back-to-back games. Damn near gave both of them away.
So Jimmy G is consistent. He good for
he's real consistent at damn near giving games away.
The defense, but
that boy say he consistent.
The defense don't give it up. What's he
consistently average?
And then the one thing I don't like is it's like Doc always say. Sometimes it get cute over there. If you don't run that damn toss sweep and quit trying to run the power out, y'all getting 6 yards of carry on the toss sweep, and you want to run a power out and get no yards.
But I noticed the Rams.
They ran toss right.
The Rams had problems covering backs out the backfield and tight ends.
They do.
Major problems. And that's 49ers bread and butter. I'm just going to throw that out.
The Rams don't have the linebackers to cover. The Rams don't have the linebackers to cover tight ends or running backs out the backfield. Yeah. But they got a pass rush.
Good point.
I'm seeing this being
make Jimmy G start.
Good point.
How you slow down that pass rush, TB?
It's coming. I mean,
run some screens.
Green.
Run them screens.
Run the ball,
But
Yep.
run the ball. You right, run the ball.
He said, run the
But
ball, run the ball, run the
hey, this come
ball.
from
You don't even want Jimmy G to throw it.
but like you say,
no.
Shanahan gonna get cute, and he gonna try to
Right.
put in a few bootlegs,
Do
and Jimmy
something
G
dumb.
gonna make Aaron
How you gonna
throw
bootleg with a quarterback
come
that run a
sweeping
six
off
four
that right
40?
side. Right, Von Miller gonna come
Quarterback slow
sweeping
as
off that
hell.
right side, and it's gonna be a sack fumble. Like, I mean, the 49 last
Hey,
week,
Drake,
these boys
y'all
didn't
not
even put
giving
up an
y'all score.
offensive
Oh,
touchdown and won the
I'm about
game.
to get mine right now, Juice. I
What you
bet
got
the
for the
game.
final, TB?
No, it's on me.
Oh, okay.
23-21.
It's on Drake. Go ahead, Drake.
23
You got
21.
the Niners, right?
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right.
All right.
You got TB.
I feel that. Whew, yeah. The 49ers, they looking good, man. Them boys made me a believer. They beat up on my Cowboys. They went into Lambeau and didn't score an offensive touchdown and still won the game. So, they looking strong. Their defense travels, man. So, but
Mm.
I'm like Dre, man. I'm still skeptical of Jimmy G, man. And
It's gonna be all right,
just a little
fellas.
note, that last game, Cam Akers, I know he fumbled a couple times, but he didn't play the last game against the 49ers. So I think the Rams going to be able to run it a little bit better. And I think it's going to make a couple more plays. And I still pick them 49ers. I'm going Rams.
Oh,
27 23.
Oh.
27,
Rams.
23.
27
40.
What
Hold
about
on, wait. What? What was the
size.
score?
Hey. But 27-23.
Okay.
And besides, I'm 5-5, so I got to pick from y'all to at least catch up, baby.
Yeah. All right. All right. We see you.
So I got the Rams on me.
All
Yeah.
right.
Juice Man.
The fact that the 49ers have a 6-game winning streak over the Rams. I think there are several reasons for this. So y'all bear with me here. So
Okay.
first of all, Stafford, he's thrown 2 picks in each of their losses, and he's been sacked 2 or more times in all of their losses. In Week 18, he was hit 13 times, and despite all of that, Cooper Kupp, he's been able to have huge numbers, 122 yards in one game, and then in the other game, 118 yards. But all those yards didn't matter. They they they've said that, okay, we're gonna give Cooper Kupp his yards, but they've completely taken Odell out. Odell hasn't done anything versus the 49ers. Only 18 receiving yards in each loss. So
Ooh.
um so yeah, even though the first game that he played, it was his debut, he's got to step up. He's got to
Yeah.
show the world that
Yeah. I'm
he's still
glad you
got
mentioned that, though, Juice.
it. So, and another factor, they cannot match up with Debo Samuel. He's had 130 or more yards in each of their wins over the Rams. For some
wow.
reason, they cannot do anything with this guy. So they got
Mm.
they got to find a way to
What Jimmy
limit
G looking like out there?
A bomb.
Jimmy G. As much as all the limitations that he has, when it
Average.
comes to the Rams, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 142 quarterback rating. Like,
That's almost
142 quarterback
that's
range.
almost
yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
That's
but that's
almost perfect.
but that's
Perfect,
against
Braden. That's almost perfect.
but that's
That's
against the
almost perfect.
Rams. For some reason, he's able to not mess the game up with this particular matchup. So
Mm.
the Rams are gonna have to find a way to get to him. Because if you can get to him, then he'll start throwing
It's a wrap.
interceptions. It's a wrap. So
What's your score?
my prediction, this is my prediction. Um, the fact that the Rams are at home, this is a pressure game. This is to go to the Super Bowl. I think the Rams will find a way to get to Garoppolo. Rams win 31, 49ers 27.
The
Wow.
Juice Man.
Juice Man went deep into the
I was gonna
analog. I did not know
He
Jimmy
just
G.
wanted to go opposite because he's scared I'm gonna catch him. So he had to do something. He had to do something. He nervous about all of us.
you
We
ain't
nipping at his
nobody with that 5 record, man.
I didn't. I didn't know
But
You
Jimmy.
I
ain't
had
getting
to go with
nobody
the
with that
nice.
5 record.
That's
I
all
didn't
right. I
know.
might come out of this with 6 and 6, but I take 7 and 5, baby.
I didn't know Jimmy G was putting up them type of numbers. I didn't know he was
No,
putting up them
but
type of numbers versus the
it
Rams.
was just that matchup. I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Right,
Man, two
right.
So
words.
who you got?
And
Who you
down.
pushing, Doc?
Um, man, look, I thought it was over with for the 49ers like last week against Green Bay. I was just sure that they weren't going to be able to pull it out. One thing about San Francisco that I have noticed, they play old school 90s, early 90s, late 80s football. They look
Smash
like,
me out football.
yeah, they look like Washington 91. They look like Dallas 92. They just look like Giants 86. And it travels. That type of football travels. Uh, It's a matchup nightmare for anybody. For some reason, they have given the Rams fits, and like I didn't know that Jimmy G was looking like Warren Moon out there against what supposedly is a good Rams pass rush and good defense. But surprisingly, the Rams overall as a unit are middle of the pack. So I think if San Francisco can run the ball, they'll be able to do what they do, and they'll hang around the game long enough. And I'm still a firm believer if you just get the Stafford just a little bit, he'll give you one. Jimmy G is Jimmy G. It is what it is. We know it's no use in getting really to a lot into Jimmy G. I'm going to go 49ers, man. I can't. They made a believer out of me going up there to Lambeau. I kind of saw it coming against Dallas just because
I think we
Dallas.
all saw it coming, but we didn't want to believe it.
It was. Yeah, I didn't want to really believe it, but I just was like, this is a bad matchup for Dallas. But when they went to Green Bay, I was like, yeah, Green Bay can do some things Dallas can't do to exploit, but it didn't happen. I'm not picking against the 49ers again. Sentimental reasons. Rest in peace to my uncle. He was a big 49ers fan. I got 49ers 27. I got Rams 20. I think Stafford throws a late pick, and the 49ers are hosting Super Bowl in SoFi. But that's going to wrap it up for today's show. We do want to give King Dre a chance to jump in real quick and tell us what he's got going on. He's got some wonderful things going on down there with the youth.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all can check us out, man. DNA Texas 979, man, is the Facebook tag, man. We got a sports performance training that we do with the
Mhm.
youth in Bryan College Station. And honestly, it don't matter where your kid come from. You want to come from Caldwell, Hearn, Snook, Tunis, it don't even matter. If
Right.
they want it, we want them. It's just that simple, man. Hey, but before we go though, man, I just gotta say this one real quick thing. We gotta do something about baseball, man. Barry Bonds got to get in, bro. It's terrible. What they did the other day is terrible, man.
You know why he's not in, man.
Yeah,
You know
because
why
we
he's
got
gonna happen.
we got the good old boys
Not gonna happen.
that's still
It's not-
sitting in there.
Yeah.
I even go on the limits. I think Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, bro. Like this is terrible, man.
Not gonna
They
happen,
gotta
bro.
change that,
We
man.
talking about one of the man. We talking about one of the strictest institutions in America, the Baseball Hall of Fame.
It is though.
It's not gonna
It
happen.
is.
It's a
But-
whole different criteria to get in.
It's
You
crazy.
got to get more than
Bro.
75%.
Yeah, baseball. Yep, baseball, man. They be
I
lit.
didn't watch baseball.
There's a
I can
other
care,
good
I can care
players
less.
in there.
Couldn't care less about baseball, but I think if Barry Bonds wasn't such a I don't want to use
pompous
the word.
ass.
He's not a very
jerk.
nice man. He's not a very nice man,
Yeah.
and I think they're
A jerk.
holding that against him. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
He was always
just,
mad at
I
everything.
agree, Juice.
everything.
well, just to be totally honest, I don't think any of them are necessarily good men. I think they put on for the camera. I think if you catch one of them outside, whatever, they gonna tell you exactly what's on their mind. They're gonna keep it moving. But that's a whole different story for a whole different time, and we definitely gonna jump into Barry Bonds. We got baseball season coming around, but we look forward to talking to y'all in the next few weeks leading up to the big Super Bowl game. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, y'all kick back and y'all enjoy the AFC Championships and the NFC Championship. It has been a pleasure. Doc, King, Trey, Greasy, PB, and the Juice Man. Don't forget to check us out every Friday night, 8 p.m. Anchor FM, Google, and Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. We love y'all. Keep spreading the love. Just noise.